welcome back to Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back on location. As you can see, I thought I'd go out for a little walk and enjoy the sunshine and how fitting it is to be down by the northeast coast, because I'm talking about the boy from Blyth getting his first England cap at the tender age of 32. Unbelievable. Congratulations to Dan Burn, showing exactly why you should never give up in the story of football. Rejected by Newcastle as a young lad, had to go push trolleys in Asda as a young lad. You know, he's went right through the leagues, played for every single team possibly imaginable. Blyth Spartans right up to coming back to his boyhood team, Newcastle United. He scored in the Champions League, and now he's going to be an England international and possibly lifting the Carabao Cup this Sunday for Newcastle. What an unbelievable rise for Dan Burn. Just when he thought things weren't going to work out for him as a young player, look at what he's achieved. It's an unbelievable story. It really is. I'm seeing some negative comments from these ridiculous young FIFA generation wanks who think because he doesn't play for Liverpool or Man City or something like that, or he's not a baller and he can't do Cruyff turns and spray 50-yard passes, that he shouldn't be in the England squad. You don't know this, you don't know that, but you don't know anything about football, because football is sometimes about these stories where people come back from the dead effectively in terms of a footballer and get to the pinnacle of their career, and that's exactly where Dan Burn is right now. Jamie Vardy did it previously before, which is a brilliant story, rejected by Sheffield Wednesday I think it was, went right through the leagues and then become one of the top goal scorers in the Premier League as well as a great England international. And Dan Burn is going to represent England straight after the Carabao Cup, which is absolutely amazing. I'm buzzing from it, I really am. Listen, Dan Burn has sometimes caused some frustration as a Newcastle fan, certainly at left back, but you can never deny his heart, his desire, his endeavour, just to graft, to dig in and play the best that he possibly can. And I think that's what's impressed Thomas Tuchel. It really has. It's impressed him enough to get him in the England squad, and Tuchel's been great. He came out, I think he said he's a big man, but you can't overlook him, which I think is probably a dig at previous England managers potentially. But Dan Burn was never a sexy choice for Gareth Southgate. Even though he was playing way better than some of the bags of shit that he selected ahead of him, certainly Harry Maguire, who couldn't defend a fucking sandcastle down this lovely beach that I'm standing at right now, with a bunch of rocks. That's how shit Maguire's been for so long for England. But Dan Burn deserves this call-up. He's been brilliant for Newcastle this season. Fabian Schär's partner's been a little bit questionable at times, but Dan Burn has been brilliant. He's thrown himself in front of everything going, wins headers, wins tackles. He's capable of causing some bother in the box as well. And it's just an amazing story, not just for Dan Burn, but for football in general. It's a great example to these young players out there to never give up. Even if you get rejected as a young player, it doesn't mean that your career's gone. It might mean you might take the long way around, the hard way around to get to where you need to be, but you need to dig in, you work hard, you need to be professional like Dan Burn has done, and you end up representing England at 32 years old. I don't even care if he only gets one cap, he can still say he's an England international. But it's absolutely amazing news for Dan Burn in the lead up to the Carabao Cup final this Sunday. We were going to be back with a preview for that. I'm so excited. I've gone from being anxious and nervous to losing my shit with excitement. So tune in for my preview. I will definitely be bouncing off the walls for that, which should hopefully be out tomorrow. But I wanted to jump on and do a quick video to say congratulations to Dan Burn, the big man himself. Well deserved. Can't wait to see him representing his country, and it's absolutely brilliant to have another Newcastle player in that squad. And it probably means so much more to someone like Dan Burn as well, who thought that England recognition was way beyond him. And it's just amazing, using a great football story too. And if you don't get that, I don't think you understand the romance of football, and you need to get your fucking head off FIFA and get yourself back into the real world and understand that hard work and determination and overcoming adversity and rejection in your life is a brilliant thing, a positive thing. And that's what Dan Burn has done. Class news for the big man. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe. Keep it evermore. We'll be back with the preview and then the post-match after the big game on Sunday. I'm really starting to believe that Newcastle can get it done. Have a better, everyone. See you later. Cheers.